Oh, definitely.
Alrighty, Mr. Gary.
Yes, sir.
Introduce yourself to the camera.
Basically, I'm a veteran here in Arizona, Phoenix. My nickname for Phoenix is the third world city, even though it's the fifth largest in the nation. I've lived in other cities. And it's not blaming the Phoenix residents, but sometimes maybe people need to get out and experience other cities. And, you know, times are changing, technology is this and that, and let's keep up. But there's some things here that maybe I don't agree with, but I'm like, if this is the fifth largest city in America, what is going on? This is not what's it.
Absolutely, I agree. But I got some questions. We kind of want to know a little bit more who you are, where you came from, and like if you have any knowledge on that, what would be good to the youth that you've experienced already that maybe could put a little seasoning on their life, make it a little easier for spread the wealth.
As far as the youth go, I have a strong background in sports, competition. First time I got involved with an organized team, I believe I was 7 years old, and it was baseball. And I'm from the Pacific Northwest where it rained a lot, but I was so happy to have this little top. We didn't have a whole uniform, but it was said something, I think it was cargo grain, something like that. I mean, man, I was so happy. I mean, as kids, we played catch and all that. At my generation, if I was 7, that had to be, I believe, 1963.
1963.
Or the reason, I could tell you something famous about that date.
Tell us, yeah.
My dad comes down there. He won. I said, who won? Cassius Clay beat Sonny Liston. I liked Cassius Clay. Everybody didn't like him at first because he was bragging, talking, you know, smack, and that was part of his thing, to talk smack, and it was such a major upset. And you know, they came with the phrase, he upset the world. He beat nobody thought he had a chance, and he just, you know, besides my dad's, Muhammad Ali, he changed his name, whatever, and all that. He was kind of, I had posters of him all in my room and stuff. I went to this used kind of like a bookstore. Me and my mom, she got books, and I got old magazine boxing. I read all them stories about him and some of the antics he did, and I knew it was just to get the fight. He was promoting the fight. But it was, you know, I learned a lot about him, and he beat that guy. It was a major upset. And let's see. I was a real fan of boxing, but why I said sports is competition. And I don't totally agree with some of the stuff that they do nowadays. You know, I know different generations, but I've been involved with school districts too. They don't have what we used to call field day. I don't know if you guys were involved with field day.
We did.
Field day was first, second, and third. I don't know if they did fourth, but it was competition where, hey, you did softball throw, you did whatever. A lot of them confined around track, but it was competition. And maybe first, 4th grade, I think the first year we had, at least in my school, was 4th. Then the 5th, maybe this year you lost, but boys and girls mature. So you might get stronger and you work out, I'm gonna beat this kid. I wanna, you know, it's a big deal to get a ribbon for field day.
So now that we're on your youth right now, when you were growing up, there was a prior conversation that we've had, or you've shared with my buddy about your youth time while you were living in Los Angeles. Is there anything you would share with us on that?
Okay, when I went down, I wanted to live in California because I'm from Oregon, rainy and all that. I love Southern California, Disneyland, you know, everybody, you're hypnotized by that as a kid. But I went down to California, I'm gonna say, when the crack epidemic hit and all that, it was just so wow. Do you want me to keep it Disney on this interview?
You can share whatever you would like to share.
Because, man,
No, because I mean, there's like two different ways. Like, you know.
Okay, so we can take out
You can cut
the
it out.
non-Disney part, and then we can keep the
Real talk.
the Disney
well,
part.
man, I seen everything concerning what people will do for the little piece of $4 or $5 crack.
Yeah.
Some of the most beautiful women in the world would sleep with you and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, if I'm getting this kind of action, what is the celebrities getting? Gold diggers. You know, I left
Real
that
money.
place because I didn't want to get HIV. This before, I met Magic before it happened.
Oh shit.
You know, and
Damn.
all that. It was, no, I used to go to this place in Long Beach because I'm good at like trivia stuff and all that. Remember the game Family Feud?
Yeah.
This restaurant used to play that.
Oh.
They would play it once a week. And me and a team of people, we got together. I don't know what jobs they were. I was going there for the buffet to get a drink. I would get a drink, and then you'd have this spread of food. And I gotta make sure I had money to do that. And we were Team Family Feud, and we won. I won about 4 or 5 sweets. They quit doing it. I mean, at that time period, they had the money to do that.
Yeah.
And we would win, and then I'd go to the D-boy and give him, and he hooked me up so much, you know what? Because I was under the influence of certain things. And yeah, so I was good, and they would say, you gonna play next week? Because they would have a suite at the, I think it was a Sheridan. They were giving out good prize. We won, we were undefeated. And that was fun, you know.
I think it's actually insane when you think about like the war on drugs and like the epidemics from like the crack epidemic to now the fentanyl epidemic. Like you can't live the life that people were living back in the days off of crack and
No, you
cocaine,
can't.
going crazy and partying. Now people get like a little bit of it and now they're crashed down, you know, the horseshoe people outside, the fentanyl warriors.
Right. And the thing is, the difference between our stuff, they don't know what the fentanyl, it can kill you. One hit could kill you.
Yeah.
At least our stuff didn't. It was still
Yeah.
safe. I mean, Len Bias, it was not a joke, but people say, don't do the Len Bias. Do you remember that athlete?
I don't.
Len Bias was the #1 draft pick of the Boston Celtics, you guys. He got picked #1. It was before they used to go to, remember how they have these shows now where they you go in the green room, they televise the ESPN and all that.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't have that. Michael was even scared of this dude, okay? They played. Len Bias went to Maryland, Michael went to North Carolina. I believe Len Bias was 6'8". He would have been with Larry Bird, it would have been, being a Laker fan, I am happy, they would have been winning. Larry Bird and Len Bias together, he ended up, him and his buddies celebrated in the dorm room to show you how broke they were. Nowadays, athletes are getting paid so much money in college. They were celebrating, so they did some, you know, cocaine, crack, rebates, whatever you call it. And it was so strong that he blew his heart out. Getting that high, yeah.
So staying on this subject, but leading more towards a recovery standpoint, from someone who's potentially been in those shoes of that struggle, what is something or a way you were able to overcome those draws to you?
Mainly, I think my whole reason, man, I read some books and something. Natalie Cole's book was famous. Natalie Cole grew up and her daddy was Nat King Cole. She had it made, but she got into the H. You know what H is, right? Heroin.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, she recovered and but you know, she grew up living in Libas, blah, 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 this and that. It could happen to anybody. Mm-hmm. My so-called excuse, like I said, excuse or whatever, mine was a broken heart. Broken heart, I don't know, man. It's hard to deal with it. It makes you scared that you fall in love again. And I got to where I didn't care. So it happened at the right time when this stuff came out. And I was just with a place and people said, don't even do it. I said, I don't care, I'll do anything now. I didn't care. And it was a perfect thing to take over. And then, you know, the 80s, I never went to Studio 54, but they said that place was off the chain. Florida, you know, it was just wow with that. And I've been around as much as Scarface movie.
Do they have a Studio 51 in New York?
Or 54 and 51, whatever it is. He can Google what it is. But that place, They had to be.
My nurse used when I was at the hospital for my.
That was notorious for anything goes in there.
My nurse was there.
I've been in some places, man, where that stuff is legal, and I ain't telling them.
I gotta put you in frame while you talk.
No, I mean,
It was. I've seen so much illegal stuff with that, and to see the whole thing with the DRUG stuff. Some of the most gifted world athletes in track, I seen them smoking joints and stuff down at you. No, I mean,
That's such a.
it's such a.
I think
and see,
marijuana.
I know that's what I'm like.
Yeah, because back in Michael Jordan's basketball days, they said that the NBA players were smoking cigarettes and drinking beers at halftime.
Right. So
That sounds casual.
Yeah,
Why wouldn't they be allowed to?
That's America.
That's
That's
America. That's
prohibition
America.
didn't
We
work.
got a Budweiser at halftime.
Did prohibition work? No. You know, made the mob
You
rich.
go to any gas station in America and get yourself a 6-pack beer.
So that kind of stuff, you know, when you seen one thing and you seen another, you was like, man, some of the smartest people in the world get high, you know. So
Elon Musk, the guy who's taking us to Mars,
Mars.
he smokes weed all the
Oh, he
time.
does. They say he does all kinds of different drugs.
right. So
Yeah.
see that.
But look
Just
how-
say no on
It's-
what. And what do you consider a drug? Because I in college read a book about sugar blues. Sugar is a drug.
Sugar is one
Sugar
of the most
is a
dangerous.
drug.
I know.
It's one of the most deadliest things to the human body.
Right. It's-
Technically, Google says drugs are chemical substances excluding nutrients that produce biological effects. That's so.
Seasoning.
That's so like bare. Effects
Yeah.
in living organism
That's
used
why the
to
seasonings they put in
diagnose.
the food, the MSG and stuff, it's chemicals, so like it's really a drug. It technically can be considered a drug.
RNA,
There's no
mRNA.
nutritional value.
right.
So
It's addicting.
And then see, growing up, they were so much on marijuana. Cause see, I started high school in the '70s. They said, "Do you want your airplane pilot to smoke a joint?" Well, I don't care as long as he ain't high when he's flying, I guess.
yeah.
You know, I mean, you know, and
Shit, even if he is, there's autopilot now too.
Now, I'm sorry I'm off track, but did you guys ever see the movie Denzel made about when he was a pilot?
Oh yeah, and he was drinking.
And he was doing every drug in the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah, he was the best pilot too.
Yeah,
He saved all the people.
Yeah, all that stuff. So it's kind of like, and even to this day, this state got a law that if they pull you over and you impaired, but you know the thing with so-called marijuana, stay in your system a month. Can they tell if you just hit a joint 2 minutes ago or an hour? Or,
See,
that
they'd
law
like to
is so-
say yes, but honestly, there's never been like proof to
that even
that even is possible because like if so then I should be in jail already. I've been
Right.
pulled over after smoking a joint
Right.
in the car.
Right.
And I was just like, nah, I smoked like an hour ago.
so. I mean, you know, like I said, I'm so neutral on that, or I don't know how to say it. Just say no, then like I said, Nancy Reagan probably wasn't Reagan. What was the thing he liked? What is jelly beans?
What
Well,
James?
Google.
Reagan?
Yeah, I believe it was. That's sugar.
That's pure sugar. No, for real.
Come on. What president? The jelly beans.
Jelly Belly jelly beans.
See?
Which he used to quit smoking.
But he loved. See, ain't that popping sugar?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, jelly
Taking
beans.
away, yeah,
See,
cigarettes
just
for
say
sugar.
no. Give him. He can't do them jelly beans then.
That's me right now.
See?
The less I drink, the more fucking gummy worms I've been eating.
So you know, it's so hard to me. I would even say on that whole thing, is there a zero tolerance on anything are you doing? As long as you're not like how they do our question with us. I never want to hurt nobody. I don't want to hurt myself. So if I'm not crossing that level on something I do, you know what I mean? Just say no. I don't know. Are you really living? You know, people who have the cup of coffee, whatever they're doing, it can be almost classified as a drug.
Yeah.
It's just the ones they say are illegal. And my home state tried to be the Amsterdam of the U.S. You know, I believe that's a state or country where they don't
Oregon?
hmm
Yeah.
don't prosecute you on drug use or something.
Yeah.
But I got to the point where people were taking advantage of it, and
I think they just went about it the wrong
maybe way. See, you can say that part. They went about it, and the people that maybe don't have control of themselves were taking advantage of everybody because of it. And right now, they don't know what to do with this stuff. That's the new kind of drug, because I don't know what the street. At least when I left Oregon, I've been gone almost 2 years. The cheapest you could get it was $1. Maybe it's down to $0.25.
That's
crazy.
Can they get it here? I don't know that.
I don't know. I've never done.
Well, I didn't do it either, but
I've never
I'm
done that.
people. Yeah, if you can get it for $1, go out and hold a sign up. 4 quarters is $1. It's hard enough to get $1 a day to get a pill.
Shit, yeah, for real. I have
And it
quarters
could even
just
be-
chilling in my car
And
right now.
yeah, so.
That's insane.
$1. It's probably cheaper than that here, because you guys are closer here to
Yeah.
the border. And people, and see what sometimes they'll do, if they know you got a job, man, they'll front you so much stuff. And as long as you pay on payday, that kind of stuff. It's just as a person. And drug stuff is, I don't know what to do. It's individual, but I'm saying kids. Now, if we want to get into self-enhancement sport on drugs on sports, see, I got all kinds of, we could be here all night. But I'm trying to, you guys can edit it and do that.
Yeah.
I mean, the so-called self-enhancement drugs on sports. Remember the steroids and all that? And
They're actually coming out with a lot more stuff now too.
now that, hey, everybody like to win, and is something new technology. Now my main thing, I don't agree with if you're born Steve, you gotta be against the boys. If you're born Eve, but when you switch in your whatever identity, gender, and all that,
Oh,
you have
yeah.
an advantage. And the Olympics don't allow it.
No, they shouldn't be able to.
I don't think if you're born Steve, you should never compete with them.
No, yeah, of course. There's,
Or the vice,
It's the same
you
as
just-
letting people with steroids perform against regular dudes.
right,
It's the
it's
same
just,
thing.
it's too much. They can have their own Olympics or something, but
They should.
you can't,
They
can't.
should.
They should.
See how many people
Just
watch?
the idea of it's funny though.
Like
Like,
we go, it might be, hey, they probably take over, man.
yeah, probably the modified
It's gonna be
people.
funny as fuck, man.
And then the main thing was,
Next comes in Gretchen. She's
next, and look what's going on.
6'9", 700
Nowadays,
pounds.
the people in college are getting paid to play sports.
Yeah.
They had opened up. I mean, I agree that they always should have got something. But
Yes.
now you don't even have
Now
to.
they're getting way-
You don't even have to make the NFL, the NBA, the WNBA, or whatever. They paying them, so these athletes aren't being pimped by the university or the NCAA or whatever. They can get there. They can have 2 degrees by the time they graduate college if they're getting paid.
And they can stay in college as long as they want to.
Yeah, and never even have to go in the league. Because there's so much television money going to the March Madness, Super Bowl. You know how much the Super Bowl commercial was this year? I knew it. I Googled it already. 30 seconds was $8 million. It's going to be hot every year to go up. 30 seconds is $8 million.
That's crazy. I thought it'd be more by now.
But 30 seconds,
But that's
remember
still a
most
lot.
commercials
Good
used
thing
to
I
be.
have $8 million and $1.
Yeah,
Put you on this
it used
next
to be
year.
a commercial. That's why it used to be a commercial was a minute. See, they can put in 2. Two for a minute worth of commercial. That's
$16
$16
million for a minute of recording is wild.
But
What's up, doing a podcast?
Yeah, we are doing interviews and
Yeah, you
stuff.
come in if you want.
What's up?
keeping it real. What? I got so many topics. we can get.
shit,
What else?
Mr.
do we-
Gary, we can film
What else,
and film and film.
I got.
Now we're gonna talk about
You guys.
We have-
do
where
the
was you
question.
at during the Diddy freak-offs?
Oh.
man?
Oh, I was not there, but see.
Oh,
Hey,
wait, let's start a new clip.
If I could get as much as I was getting off of little things, you know what, and models, and what are the celebrities doing?
Oh man.
Okay, I left because I was scared I was gonna get HIV.
Did you meet any celebrities?
Some different people and some
So-
bands.
so
I didn't even hang. I
Did
didn't
you
have
hang out with
So
any
you was flirting with
celebrities?
the women.
It was my
there-
kryptonite.
Was there any baby oil involved?
No, we. Man, them them dudes don't know what they doing.
He said, I don't need it.
I don't know. See, they be begging me to do them, you know. No, but really, you know. Hey, yeah, I read. Hey, okay, let's talk about reading. In my basement, it was some books my brother them had. Trick Baby, that's a pimp. Iceberg Slim. I read that when I was in the 4th grade.
Yeah.
You were pimping in 4th grade?
No, I see. He didn't hear what I just said.
I'm finna put that. I'm gonna clip
No,
that.
no. See, Google that book right now. It's called Trick Baby. Iceberg Slim, one of the most famous
Oh,
pimps.
that's crazy.
He wrote a book called Trick Baby.
I didn't even know you had a book.
See, yeah, I'm a reader. Trick Baby, Iceberg Slim.
They turned it into a movie too.
Dude, but it was a book. I read that when I was in the 4th or 5th grade.
Yeah, you was getting ahead of the game.
Yeah. All kind of reading, you'd be surprised what you can
Did
read.
you ever become a pimp?
No.
Even when you were given little crumbles?
No, I didn't do that. I ain't never paid for it. But my friends say that if you take a woman on a date and all that, that is not paying for you know what. You know what I mean?
I don't think that would be.
Well, that's the ones that pay for it. I don't pay for it. You know, I just feel like a woman. And then certain states, if you maybe don't always use the, you know, Jimmy or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
If you got any evidence of, you know, semen in them, they can accuse you of rape.
Oh.
Now, what kind of laws is that against the men? I mean, you guys, didn't you read the movie, the Brian Thomas movie about the girl accused him of rape and then
Oh yeah.
it ruined his life.
Yep.
And yeah, so see, I hate to say it, I had a lot of daughters luckily, but guys are running a major risk. They can lie and say you did this and that and you just did what you had to do and then they blame you for rape.
Yeah.
The rules. I used to work security at a hospital where I saw women that got raped. They would take them. They had this ghost look like this.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were raped, man.
They be messed up.
They
That's a
messed them up.
traumatizing experience.
Yeah.
So a lot of these women, they really be lying, man. They be trying
Lying
to get money,
and set you up.
get fame,
Yeah. I can video on that. Can you got the lens cap on?
get control.
Yeah. See,
Yeah, you should be able to.
well, you guys don't. When you do me on Thursday when I do my thing that I gotta do here, I wrote a speech.
Get you some behind the scenes photos too.
Yeah. Guess what I paid for that camera?
You told me super cheap, right?
Yeah. Sometimes pawn shops got deals, dude.
They got actually real, especially with the older stuff.
Mm-hmm. See, I didn't know how to make the flash come out. Thank you, see? That's why you do a video of me. My thing I'm gonna read in the prison.
You know how to change the aperture and all that?
I'm learning again. I used to do
Okay.
film. I used to do
Yeah, I mean,
film.
when you know how to do all that, the color to get the brightness and shit.
Yeah.
Cause you know how to do that shit, right?
I used
Oh,
to,
yeah, I do.
yeah, I don't do aim and shoot. I know how to set the lens, the aperture, the speed, all that.
Yeah.
I just gotta get back into photography.
Because I used to have
Yeah,
one.
I used to develop pictures.
I do both. Well, I don't develop pictures because we don't do that anymore.
With film is old school, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did old school way. Okay, let's see. What other? I mean,
Yeah,
I got so much.
We can either.
We can always save. I know music. You know, you got
we
to know I know music. I
we could
DJ,
save it
all.
and then we could do these like weekly.
We can do weekly. I got
and
stuff.
then we can make a list of different.
Let-
Make it like
Kentucky.
an episode, yeah.
But the one thing I can tell you, I coach kids from Little League, and then I coached high school sports, 9th and 10th. I never did the varsity because I wasn't a teacher. But I coached kids for years. Probably, I coached for about 15 years. I even coached Special Olympics.
Oh,
And ran, yeah, I love Special Olympics. Coached, chaperoned, and ran the whole program.
No, that's dope. Yeah, because my kids.
I love special. Oh, that's my. Hey, I don't care. See, the thing with coaching, I didn't care. In high school, they gonna pay me to do something I love. I love it. I got into helping kids and just having fun, cheering it. And I hate to say, but a lot of the experience I learned in coaching was maybe I didn't have the right ones, and some of their mistakes. Of course, I like to win, but you got to be the same kind of person when you get beat and when you lose. That's why I believe in competition.
Absolutely.
And when we were talking about that field day thing, nowadays a lot of schools don't have it. I have a daughter that's 27 They school, they just have carnival day. You know why they say they do that? Because they don't have, you can't lose. Everybody wins in a carnival.
Oh, that's terrible.
See, life ain't like that, is it?
No, that's just you getting your ass beat.
Yeah, it just it motivates you to try harder the next year.
You're supposed to lose all your losing.
You don't always win, you're gonna lose.
You gotta learn and lose while you're young, so as you get older, it don't be as serious.
Yeah, don't be serious. And I played, man, I coached some undefeated teams and I played on some. I was on the football team, we didn't win a game. That was hard as hell. To know you going out there,
You lose every game.
we lost every season. Then they called us in the middle and said, we won on forfeit. I said, we didn't win one on the field. But, you know, so
Yeah.
I know the other feeling too, but it sure is fun when you win.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, you know. So, yeah, I know all this is not win a game, but it sure is fun when you because you walk in there, you be like, you just almost feel like you're Superman or Batman. You know, I hate to say superhero, but you just be like, hey, nobody beat us, you know. And we worked. Usually, when I did sports, I did conditioning. We outworked everybody.
No.
Or that's baseball. I taught people how to hit because when I was first taught baseball, they didn't tell me how to hit. I didn't like to strike out. But everybody on my baseball team, I worked with everybody that could hit. You might not catch as good, but you know, you still, whatever their weakness is, we work. And I coached some undefeated teams in Little League.
No, that's what's up, man.
Yeah. And one boy on my team, this thing is, he was 10. He got, or was he 9? He was 9 or 10. He got cut off one team. Little League, that's illegal. You can get the book right now.
Yeah.
I said, and he was cousins of my friend, of my kind of brother-in-law. I said, come play with us. Guess what? The next year, he makes the all-star team. Ain't that one of the best in the league? He played with me. And that team that did it, we used to run his team off the field too. You know, I had been dinner against them, but we beat them. How can you get cut one year and then you make the all-star team the next?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you got to work with them. You know, that's the hitting the cat. Yeah, I worked. By umpiring, I would watch these good teams, what they did. Oh, they got this ball that curved. I bought one of that. They hit off the tee. All the little things that I said, oh, why are you guys doing this? Oh, this helps us on that. So I see these good teams doing that. I say, oh, I'm going to put it into my coaching. So I work with my kids on that. And, you know, sometimes the ex might have got mad because I'm out there with these kids. I ain't running the streets. I ain't chasing girls. I was coaching them. And some of them, this is when the one-parent family came along. See, my generation, it was 2 parents.
Damn.
But a lot of, you know, I'm not knocking mom or dad, whoever raised you, or uncle or grandma did their best. So a lot of them, I was almost like their daddy.
That's real.
I'm the coach. So, you know, they had a positive male
figure in their life.
And that's how life was.
That's how my life was. Coach.
Yeah.
Coach was everybody.
Until I joined the military.
Yeah.
Uncle Sam became my daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of us. Mama and dad.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna leave it off on this
Okay.
from just for this episode, but from your time being down on your luck, what's something positive you've learned from it?
Now I have a very strong, I would say, personal relationship with God, Jesus Christ, and all that. That has helped me do it, because it got bad sometime, and even in sports one time, I was one of the best players on the team, and the coach wouldn't play me, and that's in college. I'm like, what kind of, you know, but he didn't want to win. So, and he was doing it to other people, but mainly never quit. Don't give up, no matter what. Even though you might feel like you that hamster on a treadmill, just, you know, how they exercise, you just going, and no matter what you do, you ain't getting nowhere. Just don't quit. It's hard sometimes. You want to quit. Don't quit. It's hard not to. And everybody is against you, or, you know, and sometimes family can be close because they know all your secrets. And, you know, just don't quit. And that part about, you know, the personal relationship with God, Jesus, whatever you want to call it, as long as you believe it, higher power, That's kept me to never quit, no matter what.
Oh yeah, hallelujah. Well, thank you, Mr. Gary. We appreciate your time and appreciate your story, and we're happy to see you here soon again.
Okay, I have so much story. You it could be a book.